Hi everybody. Well, winter's just about over. It's hard to believe after all the ice and snow we had last week, but pretty soon our kale and collards will be harvested out of the Carolina Springs Elementary Garden, and it's already time for us to start thinking about the spring. Last year we didn't have classes participate too much in the garden, and this year I'd like to make sure that each grade level has an opportunity to help us plant. So far I've got 4 beds that are ready. 1 bed will be planted with potatoes by the second grade. Miss Addie has stepped forward. They'll be planting red and blue potatoes. That should be a fun surprise for when we harvest them. And the 3 other beds that are ready to be planted will be filled with sugar snap peas down the middle. Once they grow, we'll have space on the side for lettuce or carrots or cucumbers or other things that we might want to put in. Sorry about that, I had a little technical difficulty with the camera. In any case, if you've got the time and are interested in helping us to plant the sugar snap peas this year, please let me know by email as soon as possible. Last year the sugar snap peas grew really well, and I really think they're some of the tastiest early treats we get out of the garden. They're very easy for the kids to pick, and the kids really loved them. Not all the kids got a chance to try them last year though. This year I'd like to make sure we plant enough so that possibly every child in the school can try a sugar snap pea fresh from the garden. Thanks very much for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you. If you choose to volunteer to plant the peas, you'll be using 1 bed that's been prepared with a trench down the middle. What I'd ask you to do is have your students line up alongside the bed on either side and give them each a small fistful of sugar snap pea seeds. We're looking to fill this central trench with about as many sugar snap peas as we can fit so we get a good crop. These get scatter seeded, so you'll just throw them like this, and where they land they should be spread about 1 inch apart. If the peas land close together, just ask the kids to spread them out so that they're between 1 inch and 2 inches apart. Once they're 1 inch apart, you can just have the kids press them down into the ground about 1/2 inch to 1 inch deep. They don't need to be covered with anything. They can be watered and they'll grow. As these grow, we'll be pulling the dirt in from the sides of the trench. When they get 3 inches tall, we'll bury them halfway up their necks. They'll continue to grow, put out more roots, and produce stronger plants. Once we have this level again, the sides of the trench can be planted with other crops. There's only one rule that I ask our students to follow when they work in the garden, and it's the most important one, which is there are no feet allowed in the garden. Please explain to the students that the beds are dug especially deep. We do use double digging so that the soil is nice and loose, and there's lots of room for the roots of our plants to go down really deep to get to the water and the fertilizer they need to grow big and strong. If students start stepping on the soil, it'll compact the soil and it'll be very hard for our plants to grow.